Hi, Elaine here. countryhomeandheart.net is my website, and today here on the North Carolina coast, it is probably about 90-95 degrees outside. It's pretty hot. So over there in my little cow crock pot, I put on some pinto beans earlier, and they're doing real good. And I also made a spinach casserole a little bit earlier, so we're going to be having that tonight, along with some fried cornbread. Fried cornbread, also known as hoe cakes, but where my family was from, we always just called it fried cornbread. This is traditionally one of those handed down recipes that you do, that goes from grandmother to mother and so forth. And my grandmother actually told me how to do this. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so let me turn you down here so you can see. Okay, and in this bowl I have 1/2 cup of self-rising flour, 1/2 cup of self-rising cornmeal, and I also have 2 teaspoons of sugar. And to that I have 1 egg beaten, and I'm just going to put that egg right in there. You can see this is going to be really easy to mix up. And this is 1 cup of buttermilk. And I'm going to kind of, I didn't add all of it, so I'm going to kind of see where we're at and what I need. We really kind of want this to be about the consistency of pancake batter. So, and it's not. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this, because that's pretty thick. Okay. And we're going to get this started. Okay, let me turn this up where you can see. See, this is still quite a bit thicker than I want it to be. So I'm going to add, there's just about a tablespoon left in there. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And if that's not enough, I'm going to just get some more milk out of the refrigerator, and I'll put some more milk into it so I get it where I want it. Yeah, and you can see that's still a little too thick, so hang on, I'm going to go to the refrigerator. Okay, now this is just regular sweet milk, because I used the last of my buttermilk in that, and that's not going to hurt a thing. It's going to be just fine. Yeah, so now that's getting a little better. Yep, in fact, that's just about right there. Okay, so I am going to turn the camera off, and I will move you over to the stove, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have you moved to my stove. And so let me turn you around here so you can see. Now you can see here I've already done a few of these, and this is what they're going to look like. So I'm going to set these over here and bring my skillet back over so you can see. Now I have just a few tablespoons of canola oil in this skillet, and I've got it on a medium-high heat. And I'm just going to ladle a little bit, a little less than 1/4 cup of the batter. And I only like to do a couple of these at a time because they can be kind of tricky to turn. So we're only going to do a couple of them, but we're going to let these cook just a little bit. And I'm going to bring you up a little closer, I think, so you can see a little better. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay, and I'll tell you, while I'm waiting for these to, they're going to kind of bubble like pancakes do when you get ready to turn pancakes. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to read to you the directions that my grandmother actually gave me for fixing these. Because I had to put this in kind of a recipe format so y'all could tell what I was doing. But she told me to use a good-sized handful of self-rising flour and self-rising cornmeal. She said just enough sugar to taste like the sweet of the corn, but not to sweeten the bread. And she said you beat you up an egg. Then you put just a little bit of grease in that, which I didn't do because it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. So I didn't put the grease in it. And then a good teacupful of buttermilk. And that's about what we use. We actually might have used a little bit more than that, but that's okay. Okay, and I'm going to turn these, but that was the directions that she gave me. Okay, and you see how they look? Okay, and we're going to let these cook on the other side. And it doesn't take long. Okay, hang on just a minute. Okay, sorry about that. The phone always seems to ring at supper time. I don't know what that's all about, but that's what happens. Okay, so I got just a couple more. I got enough maybe to make one more. I'm going to try and squeeze that one in right there. Okay. All right. So I have 3 of them in here now. And you can see they don't take very long to do. They're just, they're pretty easy. And they'll go real good with those pinto beans. And you can put butter on them, or you can put honey butter. You could put pretty much anything you wanted on these, and they would be really good. But down here, every time we have a church dinner or something like that, somebody always brings a whole platter full of these, and they usually get going pretty quick. So, all right, let's flip these over. The dog has to get up from under my feet. I just stepped on her toe. Okay, let's see if I can get that one. All right. Let me see how those look. Those came out pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to finish cooking these up and then give her everything plated, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back, and I have the pinto beans plated up and everything ready to go. So I'm going to turn these down a little bit. Okay, and there's a nice bowl of beans for my husband. He likes these a lot. And I'm going to have to chop him up an onion. I forgot to do that because he does like onion with his pinto beans. I don't so much, but he does. Okay, and there's mine. And I also made the spinach casserole. Let me turn you down so you can see that. Okay, I made the spinach casserole to go with this. That's something I like really well, and I don't think he does, but that's one of my favorites. So, okay, and then here's the fried cornbread. And that'll go really good with those beans. So I'm going to go ahead and cut his onion up, and we're going to eat. And so I do thank you for watching, and I just want to encourage you to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video and if you found it helpful. And you'll be able to see the other videos as I post them if you hit the little bell and go ahead and subscribe. And so we're going to go ahead and eat then. And again, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.